All right, guys, you know what time it is. Thirsty Thursday. And time for another Hometown Hammer. I have my glass ready here. And tonight, I have a very exciting guest. Tonight will be his debut on the AHTV network. Many of you have chatted with him, as he is a regular on a lot of our shows in the chat room. And it's very fitting with Valentine's Day right around the corner that I can formally introduce you guys to the main man, Rob Hart. Hey, Rob.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to make my debut. It's awesome.
Absolutely. I am so excited for you. People are jumping in the chat room. Hopefully they'll start their banter. I see Vernon there. I know Foe won't be too far behind. So I was so excited when you said you wanted to be on Hammer because I know we've chatted many times, somehow, connected on social media. And when you said that you were interested, I was excited. So everyone can finally get to know you.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Meet the man behind the Rob Hart 2-4. So tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, and how you became a West Ham fan.
All right, well, I'm from Massachusetts, specifically Hopkinton. It's like about 40-ish minutes. Good to see you, Vernon. It's about 40-ish minutes or so outside of Boston. It's a little small town. How I became a West Ham fan? Well, it's a family team. My granddad was born in East London, so my mom's father. So there's a lot of familial ties. And my granddad himself wasn't necessarily a fan, but my uncle is a massive, massive fan. Hey, everyone. So it's kind of been passed down to me. Someone in the family has to become a West Ham fan, and it's me. And I'm happy. I'm really happy about it.
We are too. And as you can see, everyone's excited in the chat room to finally officially meet you face to face. So even though it's a part of your family lineage to be West Ham, that claret and blue, what really drew you to continue to follow the club?
I really think it's the connection between all the fans. Like I didn't choose West Ham because of the success in the recent years. A lot of my friends in the States, especially, they kind of pick and choose who they want to support based on results. So I have a lot of City fans that are my friends. United, Arsenal, Chelsea, all the rest. But yeah, I just think it's the connection between anyone, and it's not necessarily about the results, but it's about the connection you make with everyone else. That's a part of the West Ham family.
Exactly, and we even got Neil down in Australia. Good day to you, Neil. So, since you were born into being a West Ham fan, have you ever been to a game in London?
No, I haven't. I was actually meant to study abroad. I'm a student at university right now. I was meant to study abroad this semester, but obviously with the whole world being on fire right now, it was canceled. So I'm hoping to get over there within the next few years, at least, to see my first game and finally get over there. But I've actually never been, unfortunately.
Wow. And were you to go over to London or another?
I was going to be going to Norwich, which is a little bit, it's probably about a few hours or so outside of London, but I was looking forward just to being over there.
Wow. Things really changed for you this past year.
Yeah, it's
We're going to have to get you over there quickly.
Yeah.
So when you watch games, I know you're in Massachusetts. Yeah. Where do you go? Who do you watch with?
Typically, I watch them with my friends or family. I know there's a supporter bar. I think it's called the Banshee in Dorchester. I've never personally been, but I think I know some people that have. But I typically just watch them with my friends and family. I've somewhat converted some of my friends into following West Ham, so it's been pretty successful.
Very cool. Yeah, I'm hoping to get up that way. So hopefully at some point I can go in there. So who's your favorite player now, or it could be anyone in the past?
I would say my favorite player right now, I don't think I can specifically pick one, but my favorites right now are probably Rice, Souček, and Fornals. which I know Fornals isn't the most widely accepted player, but I just love his work rate and his attitude. I think he's a great player. And obviously Rice and Suchek, I think it's enough said. They're unbelievable.
Exactly, yeah. It's funny, had you asked me last year versus this year, Rice was, by far my favorite, but I'm a big Sufal fan now, so
yeah, he's great.
Really stolen my heart.
Yeah.
Kieran, it is so good to see you. Kieran was actually on the podcast I was on this morning. Good to see you again, Kieran. I jumped on the Unofficial Hammer podcast with Jake, and don't tell him, guys, but I'm in love with him. He's adorable. I think he's 11 years old, and he's the cutest West Ham fan ever. So make sure you go over and support his channel, like and subscribe. It's the Unofficial West Ham. All right. Here's my favorite question. Do you have a favorite chant? And if you do, you get bonus points for saying it. And I know I'm waiting for someone to come on and say it, so please be it.
I don't think I'll spare you the pain of hearing my singing voice, but my favorite chant has to be the Pyatt one. I know it's a little bit older one. It's a little bit of an older one, but it's definitely my favorite. Even though the player is a little iffy, I still love the chant.
Yeah. Oh, okay. He's 13. Yeah, I know. He's cutie. Yeah, I'm waiting for someone to come on and do a chant. So, guys, I know you're out there. Come on. Sing me a song. Team you hate the most in the Prem?
I think it has to be Spurs. I always love beating Spurs. Spurs or Chelsea, but probably Spurs.
I would think so with your family influence.
Yeah.
Spurs makes a lot of sense. Yes, Wally, I do love the Czechs. I do. They just impress me. I think that they work hard. They're gritty. I'm all about it.
Yeah.
And I was definitely all about Sufal roughing up Aston Villa. That was great.
Yeah. That was him and Grealish going at it. Yeah.
I can't stand him. I really.
Neither can I. I love him when he plays on the English team because I think he's a great player, but I hate playing him when he's on Aston Villa.
Yeah, he's tough. He's a tough player. It'll be interesting to see what happens this weekend too. We have a couple injuries on our list. Obviously, Ogbonna will be out. We'll see, I guess, Yarmolenko. So I'll be interested to see how Moyes sets us up. Thoughts on that?
I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Lingard or a Bowen play up top in somewhat of a false nine role. I don't think Mipo's ready. I think it was unfair of Moyes to sub him off when he was already a substitute. I think that just ruins his confidence. But I don't really see anyone else playing up top. Maybe I'd probably either Lingard or Bowen, and then I think Lingard has to start because I think our front four just isn't producing enough goals, and he's been the only one recently that actually has been. So, but I am very interested to see how Moyes will actually line up against Sheffield.
I think Lingard had a very lucky game with us, but I'll take it. Anyone that can finish and score, even if they're not even, into, and I'm with you, Charlie. I think Dawson has been an excellent addition to our crew. I'm excited to see what he can do. He's definitely come out with grit and energy, and I love that. So, okay. So I'm not sure if you've ever played soccer.
Yeah.
You have, okay.
Yeah.
If you were to ever play a spot on our current team, where would it be and why?
I've always played a defensive position ever since I started when I was around 5. I love playing either left back. I'm a little short to play center back, but I do love playing center back. But typically, I think I have enough pace to be like a full back. It's my favorite position.
Very cool. Yeah. Well, we could sub you in right now.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your favorite kit? Is it a home or away kit?
My favorite kit this season is the 3rd kit. I just love the black and gold. I think it's a fantastic kit, and plus our record in it is really good. So I feel a little bit more confident. But if I had to pick between the home and away, I think this season I like the home kit a bit more than the away kit. But yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. Not many people say that 3rd kit. But you're right. It's classy. The black and gold. I like it. It reminds me of New Year's, a new beginning. And I think that that's what this year has been for us. You know, we're a far cry from where we were at this point last year. So very exciting. How do you think we'll do against Sheffield coming up?
I think it'll be a tough game. Sheffield are such an organized unit. They're very, very hard to break down, especially without Antonio. Antonio's kind of a catalyst for breaking down defenses, and not having him will be, I think, very, very good for Sheffield. But I could see it sneaking. I don't think it's going to be high scoring at all. I could see us sneaking out like a 1-0 win, a 1-1 draw. It won't be anything exciting. I don't think it'll be too pretty. I think it'll be off like a set piece or something, like a Craig Dawson banger, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, we will. I'm definitely upset about Antonio, as we all are. We all knew it was coming.
Yeah.
That hamstring just wasn't going to hold up. I think with them fighting relegation, it is going to be quite a bloody battle. So I'm a little nervous, but I think pull that out, at least 1-0.
Yeah.
And yes, Charlie boy, if you're going to give me a chance, punch down, because no one has had the cojones yet to do chance. So, sorry, the dogs are playing with all the toys in here. They're like, yeah, what's him? All right. Important question. Apple pie or meat pie? The All-American or?
No, I've actually never had like a proper meat pie before, so I'm going to have to default to apple pie, especially up in New England during like the Thanksgiving season. We just love our pies. Everyone just makes pies, so I'm a little bit biased for sure. But I don't know. I think I could definitely come around to liking meat pies more. I think it's something I definitely like. I have to experience it, I guguess.
Yeah, I didn't think I would like it until I got over there. We had one with like mashed potatoes, turkey, cranberry.
So good.
It was great. I like the apple pie with the sugar on top.
Yeah.
They don't have very many around here, but every once in a while you get a good one. All right. Who frustrates you the most on the current squad?
Currently, I think it's a pretty common answer, but I have to say Jared Bowen, because I feel like he does everything right, and then in that final third, he just makes the wrong decision constantly. I mean, I guess you can probably say that about most of our front four players, whether it's Ben Rama, Fornals, Bowen, Antonio. They all do the right thing up until like the last decision-making moment, which is very frustrating, because if they really performed well, we could actually probably score a lot more than we have been.
Yeah, I agree with you. So I think with Bowen, he's really been running a lot up and down the field. Like I think that they've been sending him a lot of long balls, and I think he's just getting gassed.
Yeah, he does look very tired, and because I mean, most of our players have played so many minutes recently that they need rest, but obviously we don't have the depth for it. So some people are just going to have to be sacrificed for that. And I guess Bowen's just, you can just tell, even against United, he was just tired.
Yeah. So I definitely understand what you mean. And I do want more out of him. But I don't know if I'm quite there with the frustration yet.
Yeah.
So Charlie says he likes the apple from McDonald's.
Yeah,
all right, Charlie.
They are good.
They're good because they're warm, but they're not like a real apple pie.
No.
But yeah, meat pies are better. And T, I am so happy that you agree with me that we're going to be 1-0.
Yeah, that's a good scoreline.
Dalek seems to think, I believe it was Dalek seems to think that we are going to take it 2-1. So Dalek, we'll see. Charlie. We need to introduce you to better food, my friend. Dalek wants to know apple pie or cherry.
I think I'm going to have to go apple pie.
Yeah. I think so too. I think I'm going to cut that super sweet cherry bitter taste. So other than the fans and the family feeling, what about West Ham do you love?
Well, especially right now, I just love the togetherness of the team. You can just tell the team cohesion's at an all-time high. So when the team's happy, you're definitely happy. What else? I don't know. Like I said earlier, I just think it's not necessarily about results with West Ham because obviously we don't always get results, but other than the fan cohesion, I just think I'll walk around like campus and whatnot. I'll wear a West Ham kit, and people will be like, "Oh, like why do you support West Ham?" And I'm just like, why not? Like I'm not some person that'll just go run to a team because they're successful. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, why do they support Chelsea?
Yeah.
They need to get real. Like they have no clue what a real team is,
Yeah.
what a real family is.
Yeah. I have some Arsenal friends that are complaining about their current position. I'm like, just welcome to the world of West Ham. We live it every season.
Exactly. Welcome to our world. And I agree with you. I think that maybe it's been COVID, maybe it's been Moyes, but I think the team has really come together and become a cohesive unit. You can definitely see it with the way they interact with one another, and you can't not get excited for that.
Oh yeah, like whenever they run off the pitch together at the end of a win, they're all laughing, smiling, hugging each other. It's so much fun to watch.
It's a great feeling. Okay. Team you love to beat.
Spurs, Chelsea, and United. Those are my top 3 teams to beat, for sure.
Phil wants to know what you're studying in school.
I am a political science major, and I'm also pursuing a master's degree in public policy.
Wow. How do you have time to be a West Ham fan?
It is a lot. It is a lot.
Oh, my goodness. Wally wants to know, have you ever seen another West Ham kit on campus?
I've seen 2. One was from afar, and then one of them was an Arnautovic kit. This was back when Arnautovic was still on the team, probably about 2 or so years ago. But I've only seen 2.
Wow. Do you go to a big school?
Yeah, it's around 25,000 students.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah. So it's pretty rare to see a West Ham kit. But when I do, I always have to run over and ask them a few questions because it's a luxury over here.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. Like Jake asked me this morning, why are you a West Ham fan? And you're a girl in America. I was like, I know, Jake, I know. Okay, this is another really tough question. Pizza or tacos?
I think it has to be pizza. Pizza is one of those foods where I could just eat it every single day of the week and just not complain. No, there's something about it. But I do love tacos too, but I think pizza definitely top it. Yeah, we'll see.
Oh, Wally wants to know. I'm not going to say it, but all right. If you had a time machine and you were able to go back to any point in time within the club to see a game, to see a player, where would you go? What would you do? Who would you see?
For me, it'd have to be the last game at the Bowl-In, which I know is a relatively common answer. Yeah, it definitely is. But I think I started religiously following West Ham back in the 15-16 season. So I think just watching that last game in person would be just remarkable. It'd be awesome.
I'm actually going to bring this comment back up. Naipoon, you need to change your YouTube icon because you're now an official West Ham fan.
Yeah, we've been trying to convert him in the chat.
We've deemed you official West Ham. Yeah. So if I'm going to bring your comments up anymore, it needs to change. Yeah, you keep on harping on them out in the chat room, guys. All right, best thing to eat in your town. What do people eat when they come to Massachusetts?
When they come to Massachusetts, typically it's some sort of lobster or seafood. But we're Hopkinton, where I'm from, is kind of in the middle of Massachusetts, so it's a pretty small town. I think the best place to get food is this little food truck called Snappy Dogs, which is just all hot dogs. It's the best hot dogs I've ever had. But there's not much to eat in Hopkinton. It's a pretty small town.
I have not been. I've only been to Boston. So, all right, I'll have to check it out. So Naipoon wants to know if you've ever met a West Ham player. So even though you've been to London, there's a possibility, right?
I mean, maybe. I think my grandma, she there are stories that I may be related to the lamp Hart. So I guess there's kind of something in there, but I have not actually met someone. No. Oh yeah, Snappy Dogs is great. Yeah.
Brian knows all about Snappy Dogs. I'm missing out, so I got to come up there and go to the pub and get some Snappy Dogs.
Yeah, they're awesome.
On my way up, I'll grab a pizza from Charlie Boy. I'll bring some for you, actually.
Yeah, please do.
I will, Rob. All right. So what would you say? I know we just obviously lost in the Cup. Would you choose FA Cup to win the FA Cup or top 4 finish? Now, we can just pretend we're still in it.
Yeah, it has to be the FA Cup for me. It just has to be. I think that, like, even if we get into the Champions League, I don't see us really going that far into it. But an FA Cup win where we could all get together, like, for just a huge celebration would just be awesome.
Yeah, it would be pretty neat. Although I do not miss fighting relegation. So
yeah, same here.
For me, I feel like it's a tough answer. And with everything going on here with NBCSN, everything moved to Peacock, I'm quite frustrated about that.
It is very frustrating,
yeah. So Tebow says it's cold where he is. They have a foot of snow. About 15, 16 inches here.
I think we're around the same.
Left over from the last room. Yeah. How cold is it where you are?
It's actually pretty cold right now. It's around 20 degrees where I am.
And which is how much Celsius? 3?
Yeah, I cannot
below. It's below. So it's below, Tebow. Yeah. You can do the conversion. I'm not there for it. So yeah, where do you think we'll end up at the end of this season?
I honestly don't know. I think March and April will be the months where we'll have more of a concrete answer to that, because I could definitely see us slipping. We'll definitely slide. I don't think we'll stay top 5. I could see us maybe I think anything 10th or below I would consider somewhat of a disappointment. So I think anywhere between like 6th and 10th is what.
Yeah, I'm nervous about sliding, obviously, with our injuries. We knew this was going to happen again, Antonio. We'll see. Poor Charlie Boy. He doesn't have any power right now because of the ice. So Ray saying 6th place.
I'd love it. I love 6th place. That'd be great.
Agreed. I said 6th place last week. I am not quite sure right now. Because we had concussions are always so touch and go. I loved it how the newscasters were like, oh, now we get to implement the new concussion protocol. And I was like, oh, no, this is not a good thing. Why are we excited about this? Concussions are horrible.
Yeah, they're awful.
Oh, Neil, it's cold down there, too. So, yeah, it's been a much more exciting season. Yeah. Well, I'm very glad you got to jump on. Is there anything that you want to share with everyone, or you want to call them out, ask them to come on the show?
Yeah, people definitely need to come on. There's definitely some people in the chat that I haven't seen, like in person yet. So whoever.
Stop hiding, guys. All right. Well, everyone will let you know if they're up in Massachusetts. I know I will. I want to come to the pub and I want to have the hot dogs, man. Yeah. All right, guys. In Moyes, we do trust.
Fingers crossed.
Remember to like and subscribe at the bottom, right above your chat box. There is a little like or dislike. Well, guess what? Every one of these is a West Ham win, so make sure you do it.
Yep.
If anyone wants to be on Hometown Hammer, reach out to me on Instagram or Twitter, Ms. West Ham Philly. I hope and look forward to seeing you all on the show. Thank you so much for coming out tonight and joining us for our Thursday celebration. Thank you so much, Rob. And you know what to say.
Come on, you Irons.
Come on, you Irons.
Bye,
See you guys. Have a good night. Be good. Behave yourselves out.